Hey guys, this is Dr. Sean over at the Natural Body Works, and today we're going to go over, again, a teardown of this thing. This is the Meridian acupuncture pen, and I'm going to take it all apart and then we're going to put it back together. Here we can see it works. It's got display that goes from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then back to 0. Once it hits 0 for a little while, it does turn off. The pulsing you see here, that's basically the pulse rate of this thing. It delivers voltage through this treatment end. Ooh, that actually got me. And you have to hold on to it nice and tight. Sometimes it'll spasm with you, but you can get in here and find down a nice, there we go. Look at that. See? Get down there and find that nerve. And I'll show you even how to use it a little bit. And we're going to do some videos on things like carpal tunnel. We're going to do the ulnar nerve, or the radial nerve and the ulnar nerve, and even some of the medium nerve, which I feel right through here, and some other hand points, which would be reflexology points. Some other points up through here, which can help with back pain and hand pain. And then we'll go up the arm in through here for elbow and stuff like that. This is lateral epicondylitis, your tennis elbow, in through here, and Mouser's elbow, and those kind of things. So let's go ahead and take it off. Let's turn it off first here and let it turn off, because I don't want to open it when it's off. But there's a cap in the back here that holds a simple battery. This is a AA battery, and they don't last too long with this thing because it tends to eat up the batteries pretty quick. I don't know why, even when it's off. So it must have some kind of like small fault in there, or it's just constantly draining. There's a retaining kind of a bolt, I guess you'd call it, or a retaining ring that holds back the back part. There we are. And there's the treatment end, or the probe end, I guess you would call it. It's just a metal. There's a couple different ones you can get with it, I've seen, but this is the one I have on here. Then we have this little brass retaining ring again. That's a screw on to this, goes right there, and a collar right there, like that, little plastic collar. And then we have, this is the treatment part. Now here we have the handle, and the intensity button is a plus and a minus here that'll give you the intensity, so we can take it apart, turn it upside down to take it apart, because gotta work it off a little bit right there. And here we go. So the button, as you can see, here's the intensity button, comes right out. It'll pop out, and it presses here and here for those to get this increase and decrease in the power. Down through here we have the connector for the positive end of the battery, and the rest of it is just connected through the entire unit itself. Indicator light, there's your indicator range from 1 to 9, and it even has a little some other stuff in there. And then here is the probe end, and another little light in there. So we go like this and click that back in there and put it all back together. I put this in upside down this way so we don't have you do plus or minus, it doesn't really matter. Pull this way and reconnect this little bugger, getting the lights set where they should be. There we go, connected again. We'll put the back collar on real quick. Maybe, real quick. There we go. It's a little bit oxidized already, you can see in through here. And this one hasn't been used much, so it's not like, it's just, you know, not the greatest quality of materials, but you know, I mean, hey, it works for what it's doing. You can get these online pretty cheap. I've seen them as low as $7 or $8, but as high as like 40 or 50. I sell them at my office for 25, but you can get them off other places too. And so here we have the spacer collar and the retaining bolt again. Put that on there nice and tight. There's the ends. So these ends, they screw right on and off. There's a little threaded part in through here. And we have this is threaded on the inside, and there's a flat one, and there's even a sharper one. I don't have those with me. I'll tighten that up. Put our battery in. Positive side, or the little nub, which you see here, should go in first. And then this has the spring, which should attach to the negative part of the battery. And we go like this, and there. There we go. Kind of hard to screw on. There's a good spring in there. Really tight. There we go. We tightened it up, and we're now good to go. There's our intensity 1, intensity 2, intensity 3, 4, 5. Let's see 5 does on the same part of my hand. This is called the Thenar Eminence right here. Oh, there we go. And we're catching that thumb muscle right there. This is the, God, that's a really good one right there. You can even see a little bit as we pull forward in through here. And what it's doing is just pulsing. Notice it pulses exactly with this little red light there. You can see, da, 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 da. So that's about 5 hertz or 5 cycles per second. Maybe 3, 5, somewhere in there. Ooh, and right up and through here I can feel it in through the fingers, so we're catching different parts of the nerve. So this is really good for hand issues, neuropathies, and things like that. It works on the efferent nerve. I feel it, of course, so that's afferent going back up into the brain. But we're looking at some of the acupuncture points. We have some large intestine point right here. Oh, there we go. You can catch that one. You can feel it down in the finger. And this actually follows the large intestine meridian right in through there. Comes up through this section. I'll feel it in through here. Oh, man. And then lung intestine. Oh, lung meridian down through here. And then that goes all the way up. You can feel that big time as you trace these. And I'll mark on my arm in a future video what we're going to do with each one of these. Ooh. Now, if it's zapping you, okay, in the hands, that means that your hands are not moist enough, that your hands aren't hydrated enough, or the point of contact is not hydrated enough. If you're using this on someone else, you need to have your hand on them and treatment at the same time, so it can the electricity basically can go from you or through you from this through here all the way through you and back again, because it has to make a complete circuit. Otherwise you don't feel as much. You're going to pinch a lot more. So put your hand on the person and then you treat deep. And I'll give you some of those treatment parameters later, but for now I just use about 10 seconds on each point to for muscle, and it works really good on muscle spasm. I have a lot of muscle spasm that runs through here from work and stuff, so I try to find that deeper point, and it can feel pretty good in there. If I can find it. It's sometimes hard to get. Like today it's not as bad, so I get a little bit of twitching, but not bad. It's quite deep inside these muscles here. And I'll go over all that with you. We're going to go over carpal tunnel, I think, first. And then we'll go over some other hand issues, trigger thumb and stuff like that. You really can't do much with trigger thumb or those, because those are structural issues, but this can actually give you a little bit of relief, a little bit of kind of like a massage kind of thing, but it's not the best for I don't know, long-term treatment. This is a nice home care unit, really. It's not bad. It's a basic, nice and basic. I wouldn't think it does a tremendous amount. I like it myself. I use it here at home. I use it on my calves sometimes, or my feet, and I'll show you those videos too. I've used it on my shoulders, and those are actually great for that, up on the top of the shoulders, the back, and you have somebody else do it too. Feet, it's really good on, and hands, of course. So this is just stuff I can easily reach. I haven't, even though I've seen pictures, I haven't done it on my face because face stuff is just, this thing I think would, I don't know, hurt. It just, there is some intensity change with from 1 to 10. Let me show you again real quick. So we go 1, you get the hand in here, you can barely see a little bit of twitch, and we'll turn it up to 2. Oh, sorry, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, a little bit more, 5, 6, 7. I am not feeling a big difference between 5, 6, and 7. I mean, it's not. It's 1. It's just going through a pulsing. There's 8. And that's bad, or 9 and 0 actually. So there you go. There's the another version of our acupuncture Meridian pen review and tear apart. So you know how it comes apart now, and if you have to clean it or something, I don't know why you'd have to clean it, but if you have to clean it or whatever, monkey around it, it comes apart real easy. It goes back together real easy. It's nice and pretty sturdy. You know, it's a little bit of wrangling in there. I think it's the battery jingling about, or maybe no, that's the button in here. So again, there you go. This is Dr. Sean over at Natural Body Works. Hey, make sure and subscribe. Where are we at? Subscribe right down there, I think. And then leave a comment right there, and then, you know, whatever, thumbs up and stuff like that. So I'm doing this kind of backwards. It's kind of hard to see through the monitor and through here. But anyway, here we are. We'll talk to you soon. I'll get another video out as soon as I can. Thank you, guys. Bye.